friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Today we're going to have a lot of fun as we find out what's happening with you this week. So of course we have oracle cards, tarot cards, divination dice, and a sprinkle of charm chips. I'm really liking those so far. If you are new here, welcome, and for my older friends, hello again. I'm so happy that we are here yet again. If you want to find out how to win a free personal reading, check the description down below. And if you want to find out how to book a personal reading, also check the description down below. It also has prices. I try to make it approachable for everybody, so hopefully that'll help. And if you also want to know about the oracles I'm using and the tarot cards, all down in the description. And just as a thing, as we start the week, I just want to say, I appreciate you, and I'm also sending you a lot of beautiful blessings this week, as I always do. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of pan out. This is something new. We're going to kind of close in, and we're going to get a closer look at all the piles. Yeah, okay. So now let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close our eyes, clear our mind, and now as we exhale, choose whichever pile draws you to it. Alright, let's do this. Hello group 1, I am so happy you are here. Alright, so you chose this beautiful card, and this is from the wish casting little inspiration cards. So we can see, well, first of all, I'm going to flip it over in just a second, but before we do that, I just feel like, look how happy these guys are. They're just having the time of their life. I think it's a little reminder this week to have fun, right? To have fun and just kind of almost feel like maybe connecting to people as well. Just enjoy yourself and look at the leaves. So this is definitely, yeah, it's all about just kind of even like things that I feel like are coming out, like when the leaves fall. It's a time of change, right? There's a transition there. But look, we can still even have fun even in those moments where we're in the in-between. So that's, I think, a gentle reminder for this week. So yeah. Let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. So maybe that is something, that is an affirmation you've been wanting, or maybe a confirmation. So yeah, you can let go of what you no longer need. And not only can you let it go, but look at that. It can be a joyous process. Love that. Okay, let's continue on for what's up this week. Oh, okay, good. Well, look at that blissfully sweet oracle. Just really wants to get out there, yeah. So it is all about happiness. Look at that. I want you to see this. This is what I'm seeing. Take the piece out of the cake, cause I don't know why, but I feel like, how sometimes we kind of are waiting, right, for something, waiting for the perfect timing, or like when this happens, then I'm able to do all the other things that I dream about. But no, I feel like this is like a reminder, and it kind of goes with this. Just take that piece out of the cake. Just enjoy it now, as it is now. Even if you are in the in-between, even if you're in this space of like even uncertainty, I would say, even if you're in that state, there's happiness there. Take that piece, enjoy it now. Don't keep waiting for the perfect whatever. Just do it now. I'm gonna leave the other oracle cards until a little bit later, because I want to do the tarot first. And so let's go ahead and start doing that. So we have I'm like, let's move you a little bit. The Queen of Cups, yeah? So emotions, look at that. But I also want you to see that. That's a giant cup. There is a whole lot of happiness in there. That is a whole lot of emotions and a whole lot of happiness, right? So that's important. And listening to your intuition this week is highly important. We have the Hierophant, so we're learning. we have maybe a mentor, we have somebody who's coming and helping us with this intuition. Maybe when we're learning about our ourselves in terms of our, like, I almost feel like psychic gifts. So maybe that's important. Three of, oh, look at that. And I love this because this is also that 3 of Pentacles is reminding me of these three little buddies right here. So it is really about cooperating with others, right? As we, even if we're letting go of things, we can still connect to others here, even in that in between space. So yeah, collaboration is important this week. And let's go one. Oh, look at that. Oh my, this is actually quite perfect. And I mean it in terms of like, yeah, it is time for us to let go of the 10 of Wands, right? The 10 of Wands is all those burdens, all the things that we no longer need, right? So what are we going to let go of? We're letting go of the leaves. We're letting go of what we no longer need. And that's what it's telling us. And instead focus on, and you don't have to do it alone is what it feels like. You can get the help that you need. You can get this mentor, whoever this person is, a teacher that's letting us know. And then also collaborating is important. And look at this, all of those things lead us to this happiness. I really do feel like, though, that you are connecting with your intuition and maybe like your spirituality this week. But also in like practical matters, it's telling us collaboration is the key to everything. I'm listening to maybe your higher self coming through here, but it could just be a mentor, it could be a teacher, somebody who's like a little bit wiser or has been around a little bit more, or just, that voice of wisdom that you kind of just, when you hear it, maybe it might not necessarily be like, it might rub you a little bit the wrong way, but that's just our ego usually happening. And then releasing the things that no longer serve us, right? This is like a very beautiful week for you. Group 1, let's go continue on. Let's see what other things are happening. So we're ending, we're having a breakup. This is for me the 8 of Cups and energy here, and that's the letting go. So endings and new beginnings, right? And then we have emotional appeals and obstacles. Those are for me here, because when we are letting go, sometimes we are like, it's a lot for us to let go, even though we have this and it's burdensome. We kind of are sometimes attached to all these things. So letting go can be a little bit emotional, but we do have, when we have an ending, we do have a new beginning. So maybe that's something for us to like consider and think about as we go on this week. Let's see what other stuff. Unhappy. Look at this. I will rise. But look at this. So we have happiness, right? We have happiness and we have unhappiness, right? Unhappy. And what is the unhappy here? It is the burden. It is all this gunk that is keeping us down. We are releasing it this week, though, because we are choosing to be happy. And choosing to be happy means that we actually take a piece of the cake and we enjoy it now. As we are. We don't have to wait until we're whatever it is. I'm guilty of such things as well. I wait until, and then I'm like, oh wait, and then I remember that I get to choose to do stuff and be happy now, not wait until the perfect time for whatever reason. Here we go. We have guidance again. So this Hierophant is really important this week because we are needing a little bit of guidance, especially because sometimes we don't know where we're headed, right? We know that we need to release some stuff, but where are we headed afterwards, or how can we even do it? So I'm like, oh, let's get him full of cards here. Let's put this over here. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. And then we also have loud. And this actually was like, I'm just going to say like loud sounds and loud, but no, it's like playing loud, playing happy. Again, it really is almost like unleashing your happiness, unleashing your true self. Let go of those things that have been blocking you. If you want to play loud, play loud. And I really do that. And having fun, be into it. Don't wait until later. Let's see what your self-care for the week is. Self-care for the collective group 1 this week. I almost feel like eating the cake. Eat the cake. That is what you need. Okay, no, it's a dream journal. So dreams are going to be important. Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense because we do have this Queen of Cups, and actually this kind of letting go of things also makes a lot of sense because we do have a full moon coming up this week. Right, so let's see what the divination dice do tell us now. Okay, divination dice for this week for the collective and group. Okay, so we have, actually this one wanted to say, yeah, there's a little smugness there. Not a bad thing. I'm just like, yeah. But I feel like the smugness comes from, like, sometimes we have this. I have a bit, I have to be. Sometimes I'm a bit smug there. And you know what happens? Life throws me something and then I learn. I'm like, oh, nope, that was all ego, my friends. It's okay to have confidence. This is not the same thing. But do you see how this little guy has his arms closed? That's letting us know we're not really willing to listen. And I know that sometimes we need to listen. Here we go. But look at this. You have the power. You have the power to make whatever it is that you want come true. And you also, here we go. It's telling you to eat that little eggplant. It's telling you to enjoy life. And look how happy you are. You're good. You are good. Do what you love. Yes, very important. Do what you love. I do like this also because it's telling us, if not now, when? If not now, if you're not going to enjoy life now, if you're not going to be happy now, when? Well, what are you waiting for, my friends? What are you waiting for? Good conversations to be had with collaboration and also maybe with ourselves as well. And with the Hierophant. So good conversations. Love is coming through. And I have to say, like, and that is part of the thing right here with the Queen of Cups. There is a lot of love, but it also can be a lot of self-love that needs here as well. Part of it is all that. Let's see what the charm chips tells us. What do the charm chips tell us for the collective? Oh, I love this. Okay. Oh, we have this. We have luck. We have weightlifting, and look at this. Okay. Can you see them? Yeah. Okay, good. So, looking at things more clearly, having a kind of like a sense of clarity coming through. Are we really unhappy? Is it really your nature to be unhappy? Or is it all that gunk, all these 10 of Wands that we need? And look, and you're naturally happy. Look at these roses. Awesome. Opening of the heart there. I almost feel like this weightlifting is that 10 of Wands energy again. But the good luck is, obviously, we're going to have good luck. The spider, to me, it seems like, don't get caught up in a web. But I'm going to clarify all these things. Let's do, okay, 67. Oh, no, look at that. I love that. So that is actually, it says, confidence, enjoying power, inner strength. Okay, so maybe all this heavy lifting in terms of the wands and all this stuff is going to give you more confidence as you let go of the things, right? But you still went through the process and you learned something from it. Because it is true, all the little bumps in the road, as I like to call them, and maybe sometimes not so big, not so little, but giant mountains of bumps, all lead for us to like gain confidence, and we learn things from them. So that's an important thing. I love that. I do like that one a lot. Oh, look at this. It's actually saying a trickster or creative expression. So maybe that's for you, or maybe, just being careful of like, not being caught up in the web of drama or the web of like your ego. I don't know why ego is playing a big thing this week, but it is. Oh, look at that. So maybe it says, for that one, it says Irish or good luck. I think good luck is there, or maybe you're Irish. Who knows? And yeah, investigate. Take a closer look. Yes. Oh my goodness. I hope you liked this reading. And if you did like this reading, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And for all of you who have been doing just that, thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate you. I appreciate you just being here. Oh my God. Every time it humbles me. And I love that feeling of like, wow, maybe I can actually make a difference or help people. And I help, and that makes my day. So I hope I'm helping you have a great week ahead. I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, and just, beautiful, 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 and happy, week and everything else. Until I see you in the next one, bye-bye, my dear friends. love group 2. I'm so happy that you are here. So you chose this beautiful card. I actually love this card. Because it reminds me so much of like, well, I love the idea of fairies and gnomes, and it just reminds me of that. There's something great. Oh, and then it has the blue jay. Now for me, the blue jay is usually kind of somebody who brings us messages. And sometimes it's kind of like a gentle reminder of something that we need to remember. So I don't know about you, but outside my window, there's usually like blue jays that kind of come. When they come over, they're squawking really loudly in the cutest way ever. And I'm like, oh, they're kind of telling me ahead of time. They're on their way to me. So there's that. There's the mushrooms, which I actually love, and there's just magic all around you. So this is actually quite lovely. It also feels like maybe the window here. So the window might tell us something. We might need to poke in and see something inside ourselves. So let's go ahead and see what is. Fly free. I receive messages from nature easily. And I want to say yes, nature, but I also feel like not just nature. I feel like you receive messages from within as well, because like I said, this is actually reminding me of maybe taking a closer look at something within yourself, a little peek inside. Let's go ahead and see what other beautiful things are coming your way. So we have generosity. Wow. So this is interesting for me because it's letting me know that you know, like, even if you're not, like, even if you don't feel like you have enough, let's say whatever it is, like enough love, enough whatever it is, because this is, for me, that little donut, you can still give. And in the giving, you receive more than you have given. And look at that. So even though if you're not here, you kind of, like, you fulfill something. So in giving, we receive. Right? But not, it doesn't come from a sense of like, because sometimes, you know, we give and we give because we want something back, but rather just because that is your nature here. I feel like you are. It's just, I feel like there's a lot of giving in you. Let's look at this. We have the Page of Cups, lots of emotions, lots of like messages too from your intuition, but I feel like messages of love coming through here. And also like maybe Pisces here, but you know what else is feeling like that? Like again, messages, love. Like there's messages coming through, and of yourself, inner self as well. We do have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is actually something that's, sorry, I thought we had a whole bunch. You'll see that over there as well. So this is kind of our focus, finding our balance. And I feel like finding a balance within and from without. Also, like giving and receiving needs that balance. There's always a balance that can be brought in here, right? So here is all these emotions, all these things, but you can find this balance. But for some reason, for me, it's like kind of like giving. It really is. I don't know why it is. Like there's a need for giving this week. So maybe giving of love, because it doesn't have to be material stuff. It could be the giving of love. It can be the giving of advice, because a Page of Cups actually has that giving of our creativity, like sharing some of our things here. In that there is a balance here. There is like I feel like that is what's going to help you find balance this week. And I feel like if you feel good within yourself, if you are okay wherever you are, it is coming, and you will find this. And I do feel like the Wheel of Fortune is actually quite nicely here, because I feels like, so let's say in the past you've always been giving, or like, it's just, to me, like, whatever the Wheel of Fortune is, that it's going to be like kind of like good luck for you. It's like a shifting and changing. I do feel like the Page of Cups is important, because we are almost, to me, like you're beginning something here. It's not like this week is more, don't feel like you have to like master things. It is more about kind of being in that space of learning, rather than like, and doing kind of, but not so much, more like feeling and learning, being open to things, and then trying to like integrate all those things to help you find this balance. So let's continue on our little journey here. We have Judgmental, so I will expand my mind. And then the rabbit, sorry, I was thinking ribbit and came out rabbit. The frog. See, the frog here, they're staying. First, there's a blossoming rose, so that's the opening of the heart. That's almost like the page. I really feel like it's a learning kind of week for you. But the ribbit, also known as the frog, is a symbol of cleansing. So it's a time for us to cleanse maybe our emotions or all those I feel like thoughts that may not be actually true about ourselves or about others, you know. Opening up ourselves here. It's a cleansing. So I do like that a lot. Let's see what other stuff it's saying here. So happy. My light is contagious. Yes. As it is. And I feel like and your light is about like giving that. If you give, you receive. It's like there's the sense of giving. But I want you to see it. It is not, you are not a queen. You are not a king. You're not even a knight. You're the page. And that page is actually quite a lovely stage in life. Because you're learning, you are open to all the possibilities, you're open to all the learnings, all the different messages that life has for you, even in your own self here. And in being open, it's like that's when we are expanding our mind here and cleansing all those processes, all those thoughts that are not necessarily true here. So be willing to receive those messages. We have the cold. And it is, well, for us over here where I am at, it is the winter and it is cold today. So, and then whenever I see this, well, the cold for me here. So you would think that there is, well, here we have the birds. So I feel like there are messages even in the state of cold. Now, whenever we look at this, we think, oh my goodness, there is no life, there is no nothing, but really underneath it, it is. This is something I've been walking around, and for me, this scenery is actually quite hard because I love vibrant colors. I love the trees. I love when things are what I would like to call awake, sort of. So me, this is kind of sleeping. But then if I really close my eyes and I focus and I can just I can feel the potential underneath. This is what it feels like, the potential of life. It's always there. There is always life around us, even if it doesn't look that way. So it's important. I almost feel like that's something that's coming through here with this, with the page. It's almost like you are starting to hear the potential. You're starting to see the the life that is almost a lot like awakened, but not quite. So I do like that a lot. And then we have the gift. Look at this. Yeah, so giving and receiving. So you give and then you receive. And there's lots of gifts here. I almost feel like there's a happiness here, right? There's a happiness here for that gift, but it's also like a gift of, I feel like learning coming through here, like a learning more about yourself. Let's see what self-help is coming for the collective of group 2. What self-help should collective group 2 be focusing on this week? Sweet treat. I love that. Yes. Make yourself a sweet treat and share it with somebody you love, or somebody you may not necessarily love as much too, or like new people that come into your life. It's also a reminder that even if it's cold and even if it's like this, we can still find joy in it. Right? I'm a baker. I'm gonna tell you, maybe you didn't need to know, but I'm so focused. Like there's something I've been craving. Now I want to make myself actually make my family a ricotta cheesecake. I tasted it once in an Italian restaurant, and oh my god, I wanted to make that. I still do. So there's something, maybe a sweet treat I'm going to be making myself. Look at that. I want you to say. So sometimes we have this like needing to say no, and I feel like that's like when we say no, there is okay. It's just like it's this feeling kind of heavy here, my dears. It's like no, and then you're feeling sad about it. Maybe we snap at somebody, and then we feel bad about snapping. Always, if we do have that, you could always apologize. I know it's hard, but there is, maybe you can bake them a treat. So. There's a sense of maybe being careful with this, because maybe we're feeling unbalanced this week. And then just also feels like the cold is getting to you, maybe. Like the lack of colors is getting to you if maybe you suffer from sad, depression. So what I want you to see is that we can have fun still. we can bake treats. We we can give to others like our time. We can connect to our creativity. So it's sort of like a reminder that we can have fun. Look at that. We have ideas. Let's, playing with all those ideas, those inspirations that we're getting. We can have a lot of fun that way. Yeah, look at how happy you are afterwards, all that. There is a sense of saving. Yeah. So maybe here in this year, saving energy, but we're saving, so we're gathering for us to do other things. And you can definitely, I feel like regardless of what's like outside or inside, you have the ability to do it. Make today great, and you have the power to make it. Make yourself sweet treats, give to somebody, give yourself a gift as well. So you can have all this fun. Just it may look like this is what's happening. But look, there is a lot of things, and I feel like also releasing all those things of like, I can only have fun when it's like the flowers are out and everything. No, we can anytime. The wheel of fortune. The wheel is always changing. Things are moving along even when we can't see it. All right, and look at that. It is telling you to be happy. Happy. My light is contagious. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what your charm chips are for the week. Oh, let's see. Maybe this. We have this. We have listening, and we have. Oh, look, snow came out again, and for me, it's the uniqueness, but it's also other like things. So smiling for me, I was thinking that when they say like my light is contagious, maybe the gift that you have is to smile at somebody, because when people smile, it is contagious. Yeah, be happy, speak what's in your heart, but look. Be happy. It's telling you to be happy. You're like, oh, okay. Listen closely. So really listening to somebody, that might actually be a gift that you can give to others. So maybe this is we can repeat cycles. This kind of feels like the Wheel of Fortune a little bit, but I feel like sometimes we get stuck in habits, stuck in our own thoughts, like where we think certain things, but no, there's different. It's time for us to get out of that cycle. What else is it saying? Yeah, replaying old music, old memories, going in circle like a broken record, repeating old stories. Yeah. So we are getting out of this, I feel like. That's kind of the Wheel of Fortune is shifting, it's changing it. It's telling you, nope, we're done with this. Now it's time for us to go and be happy, right? Oh. Oh. Well, for some of you, this is actually going to be interesting. I actually thought this was a 19 because I was looking at it reverse. So don't be fooled by appearances is one of those. And then here, one of a kind, original. Yeah, and it's also saying winter and cold. Yeah. When I'm having a lot of that, I like to plan things. I like to bake things, and it's like it does help me. It's just therapeutic for me to plan like all the cool things. I even do like bucket lists for my spring. Bucket list for spring. So have fun with it. It doesn't mean, the cold doesn't mean that you have to like not have fun. You can be happy there. All right, I hope you liked this reading, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And to all of you who have been commenting, liking, and subscribing, I thank you so much. You make my day. You make my week. I am very appreciative of it, even though I'm a bit slow to reply to people's comments. I have, what do you call, I don't usually, I have trouble knowing what to say. So please forgive me for that. But I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sharing your energy here with me. And I totally appreciate that you are here on the journey. We're in the journey together. So I appreciate that a lot. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and so much happiness. Yes, happiness and fun. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friend. Hello, group 3. I am so happy that you are here and you chose this beautiful card. So it's an egg. For me, there's so many different things. So for me, first of all, it is the potential of life. It is the potential of something, a project, something that is coming through here. So you have this potential. It also feels like you are at a stage right now where we need to be concentrating on planning is what I would say. Like planning, dreaming. This is the stage where I would say, yeah. I feel like Also, I just noticed that there's like kind of like hands over here. So maybe it is on an offering of a new beginning for you as well. Let's look at what it says here. So, okay, magic eggs. Beginning something is exciting. Yeah, so it is like a new beginning. But I feel like it is a new beginning being offered, but it's also for me the planning stages, like the dreaming stages of something. So I do like that a lot. Let's see, let's continue on with this. Wisdom. Oh my goodness. I should have put this on an empty stomach. Oh my god, that ice cream looks so good. I have a week. Like, I love all sorts of sweets. I'm a sweet like lover. But ice cream, it has a special place in my heart. So I do like this. I am seeing here though, this wisdom comes. Isn't it interesting? Because group one, I would say collaboration, but for me, it's like sometimes wisdom comes from being apart, from like, creating your own, like, I feel like you're, coming apart from something in being in yourself. So I feel like maybe this week the wisdom comes from maybe going a little bit hermit mode, which is actually kind of like like going deep within ourselves and setting ourselves a little bit apart for the time being, because that's where the wisdom comes. So that's something I like this one. I'm like, oh my goodness, I would love to eat that. But we're not gonna eat it right now. Let's go see what other stuff. So we have 5 of Wands, so that makes sense. Yeah. We have 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. And then we have Judgment. Okay. So Judgment is the awakening. So I do feel like here is where I'm seeing this being a little bit apart. So we have the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is conflict. It is misunderstandings. It is what I call like where you kind of collide into somebody else's. So this week is really kind of important for you. The wisdom comes from being apart, from not getting engaging in this like squabble. I like to call that as well. So, and instead, if you can do that, like, or maybe learning from it, if you go into it and you have this learning from that experience, because this overall energy here is the 10 of Pentacles. It is a sense of well-being. It is a sense of stability coming through here. This for me, it feels like, and maybe this is related to family, the Wands is kind of like a temporary thing, right? It's a fast-moving energy, so it's kind of like it's in and out. It is not a long-lasting energy. The 10 of Pentacles for me is a long-lasting energy. So what I'm saying is, like, don't think that this is like something that, oh my goodness, right? It's more of a sometimes we argue with our siblings, sometimes we argue with our parents, sometimes we argue with our loved ones, sometimes we argue with our friends. That doesn't mean that this is transitory world. This is like long lasting. A real connection is long lasting. Even if we have the squabbles here, we both, like, you still know that they love you and they know that you love them. We just might have disagreeing opinions, and maybe having a wisdom from it, because I do feel like it is a sense of it's okay to kind of be a little bit apart. So we can, we can disagree. We can see things in a different perspective than everybody else, and that is okay. And they can see things completely differently from us, and that is okay. Knowing this is important. The 10 of Pentacles, they're there. The love is there. The connection is there. So that's important coming through. And after all this, usually I would say, like, and I was saying avoid it, but maybe sometimes we can't avoid it. Sometimes we have this, we need to have this where we kind of, argue with somebody or argue with loved ones or but we can kind of come back to it and learn from it, right? Sometimes we need this so we can grow. And here is why I'm thinking this, because the Judgment is, there's a sense of awakening here. It is a sense of going higher, deep within yourself. The wisdom comes from maybe not avoiding this. And lately I've been more towards, like, we can't just kind of keep trying to avoid difficult situations. Sometimes we have to go through them so we can grow from them. As long as we have this grounding of our well-being, Like, that's important. So yeah, so maybe for some of you, when you argue with loved ones, that doesn't mean the love's gone. And I really want to reiterate that just because somebody has a different view from us, or just because we have a different view from them, does not mean that the relationship is over. It does not mean that the love is not there. We have that sometimes. It's okay for people to disagree with us. It is okay for us to disagree with people. A real strong connection, a real strong relationship will overlast that. We will learn from this and we will be awakened. It is, to me, feels like this is leveling up, going to a new level in ourselves and maybe in our relationship as well, learning the wisdom from it. And that might be, it's the beginning of something is exciting, but maybe that is the beginning of something, right? Yeah, if it can withstand it, it's the beginning of something new. Even if it's like you're in it, it's a new level. It's still a new beginning. Let's see what other stuff. So we have a love triangle here. So aspects of your inner self: insecurity, jealous, repressed fears. And that might be something that's coming through here. That's the Five of Wands. Maybe there's some where maybe there is like you're being called to different things. You're being pulled in different directions. And I think that may be what leads this. So maybe this is an internal conflict, right? This is an internal conflict within yourself. Maybe there is an actual love triangle where you're just like, trying to, you see what it is. But this stability, I just want you to connect to it so much. So I almost feel like there's maybe not with this love triangle, maybe it's an internal and external conflict where you're trying to do something with somebody else, or whatever it is. This is where you come from, and there's a new, it's a calling for you to awaken, manipulate. I will not be controlled, manipulated. And I want to say, and you do not want to manipulate either, right? Times being a little bit apart is okay. I almost feel like that is kind of where you want to be. Not in like pulling away, but rather seeing things from observing rather than engaging this week. So manipulation, not good either way. Love triangle. Yeah, like sometimes we want certain things and we try to like control the situation. I almost feels like there is no control here. Let's see, focus. Yeah. And focus is, what is it really? What is it, do we focus on this, the one time, like the squabble, or do we focus on this well-being? Like it really, like, and I mean that, it's like this to me, it's complete well-being. It's like having that thing, and then there's the illusion. Yeah, look at this. This is also like which is interesting because group 2 had also a little rabbit. Rabbit, no, I keep saying rabbit, but it's a ribbit and it's a frog. I'm sorry. It's happened. It happened to me in group 2. I don't know why I see the frog and I think ribbit, but I also think rabbit. Close together. But whatever. This is the illusion. Yeah, I almost feels like the illusion is that you have to agree with everybody else. You have to be part of this. You are actually, no, you are your own self. You get to be a little bit different, and then that's actually not a bad thing. And the focus is on, do you focus on the conflict, or do you focus on the love that's there, or the long-term thing? Try not to manipulate others. Try not to let others manipulate you. And that's okay. And I feel like this is also kind of like, this is actually the mask. So like, not trying to wear a mask, not trying to manipulate your own self to try to fit into something. Yeah. And I also want to say, like, if they love you for you. And if you love them for them, right? Because it's a two-way street. I've noticed that. Sometimes we we are like, why don't they love us for us? But are we loving them for them? Yeah, love them even if they're judgmental, right? Can we love them as they are, or do we want them to shift and change for us? And then it's a cycle, because then we want them to change for us, and they want to change, they want us to change for them. But if we can have this even when we have that, that's a whole new beginning. Love that. So self-care for the week is to meditate. Yeah, Like there's a need for grounding. There's a need for that. And singing for the moon. Yeah, we're letting go of things, especially this full moon coming up. So knowing, understanding that things are in cycles. This, like I said, this is not a permanent situation. This is a temporary. Sometimes we can disagree with others. Sometimes we can be in a state of conflict, right? But it doesn't mean that this is gone. It just means we're disagreeing at that point in time. There's cycles. We can't always be happy all the time. Oh my goodness. So in those cases, meditating is what is important, because we are really connecting to ourselves. They're grounding ourselves. Let's see what the divination dice tells us. Okay. Look at that. I also feel like this is, yeah, definitely you feel like masking something. Why? I don't know. Needing for rest. Yeah, so need to rest. And I do feel that that is part of also that egg, going deep within ourselves. And if we're wrong, it's okay. We can say we're sorry. Like this is like, oh, we're sweating there. We made a mistake. And that's okay. Yes, you can do what you love. You can do it all. Yeah, you can have it. There is a sense of needing to save, conserve your energy. I feel like, I don't know why that's what I'm saying. Conserving your energy is important, and letting things just kind of unfold. There's also messages and communications coming through here. I feel like that's what it is. Let's see what the sprinkle of charm chips tells us. What is the happening with this group 3 this week? Okay, say thank you. Look at that. Be appreciative. Right? Even if there is squabbles with somebody, thank them. Okay, again, there's messages coming through. So maybe a phone call is coming. Yeah, look at this. The Hermit. It's totally the Hermit mode this week for you, my dears. I'm trying to figure out. I think that is that's definitely a sign, but I don't know my signs like that in terms of things. But let's go ahead. Inner journey. Yes, this is all about inner journey. Oh, we're waiting for a call or for a message, but I actually do feel like a message is coming for you. Yeah, okay. And that is, oh, okay. Sorry, I should know this. So this is Capricorn energy. So Capricorn can be a bit stubborn, judgmental sometimes, or like, they don't mean to, but they're like, like they're stubborn in their way of being. Yeah, so being careful with that. Or maybe somebody who's a Capricorn is going to call or message. And they're like, even if they disagree with you, it's okay. Okay, I hope this reading makes sense. I hope you like it. And if you did, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. I am beyond appreciative and grateful that you are here, sharing your time, sharing your energy, sharing your journey with me. And I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much wisdom coming through. And until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.